Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Please press the subscribe button before we start with the video. MBH Travel presents Top 10 Places to Visit in Amsterdam. Number 10. NDSM Wharf. A former shipyard located on the banks of the river Ije in Amsterdam Noord, the NDSM Wharf has blossomed into an enormous cultural hotspot in recent years. The name of the area comes from a former company that used to build and repair ships by the docks. Covering over 90 hectares of land, the NDSM area sits by the river Ije, making a picturesque visit for art lovers in Amsterdam. Take the free GVB Amsterdam ferry from behind the central station to NDSM Wharf. These run approximately 2 to 4 times per hour, and the trip takes 15 minutes. You could spend hours wandering around. A must-see for anyone visiting Amsterdam if you love street art. Number 9. Red Light District. When you hear Amsterdam, you probably think canals and the Red Light District. You're likely to have a lot of questions about the Red Light District, feeling a mixture of curiosity and embarrassment. When visiting the RLD, do remember that taking photos of the women is strictly forbidden. Bear in mind that this is usually not the women's day job, and you should always respect their privacy. Number 8. Gassan Diamonds. It is located in a beautiful, restored, originally steam-driven diamond factory and was built in 1879. Every year, more than 350 visitors experience a unique tour to the industrial factory. Visitors can view the diamond polishers at their craft, while multilingual guides explain where the diamonds are found and how rough diamonds turn into dazzling brilliance. Loose polished diamonds are shown, as well as an elaborate jewelry collection. For over 400 years, diamond polishers have perfected the art of giving maximum life to the brilliant cut diamond. Let our tour of Gassan Diamonds be the sparkling highlight of your trip to Amsterdam. Number 7. Gogh Museum. No visit to the Dutch capital is complete without a stop at the Gogh Museum, home of the world's largest collection of works by him himself. With more than 200 paintings, 500 drawings, and 700 letters, the museum provides an intimate look into the life and mind of the artistic genius. A visit to this Venus of the North is incomplete without a trip to the famed Gogh Museum, a 21st century tribute to the life and works of the ingenious Van Gogh. The 4-storied museum houses art galleries which display the works of Van Gogh and his contemporaries. Learn about the circumstances that created personal ambitions, emotions, and his influence on the world of art. Check out famous paintings such as the almond blossom, the potato eaters, and sunflowers, among others. Amsterdam is known as a city of museums. One can find dozens of museums in Amsterdam. Number 6. Anne Frank House. The Anne Frank House is an independent organization dedicated to the preservation of the place where Anne Frank went into hiding and wrote her diary during the Second World War. Now the Anne Frank House is converted as a museum. The Anne Frank House is a museum with a story behind it. The visitors experience the story through quotes, photos, film clips, and original items such as a bookcase, the pictures in Anne's room, and the diaries. The atmosphere in the museum is authentic and subdued. It is emotional and heart-wrenching, to say the least, but is somewhere I would recommend everyone try to visit. The space is small in areas, which only goes to give insight into how it must have been to live in these tiny rooms without the freedom to leave when you want. Once you're inside, a visit to the museum takes about 60 to 80 minutes. However, you are welcome to take all the time you need for your visit. Add the extra time if you also want to visit the museum's cafe and the bookstore. Number 5. Rijksmuseum. Rijksmuseum is one of the most complete museums you'll see in Amsterdam. A visit to Amsterdam is incomplete without a visit to the Rijksmuseum, one of the largest and most important museums in the city. Such is its magnitude that even 5 hours are not enough to appreciate all its works. What makes the Rijksmuseum one of the world's most famous museums is the fame of the masterpieces in its collection, like the Milkmaid by Vermeer and Self-Portrait of Van Gogh, and the Merry Family by Jan Steen and Rembrandt's Night Watch. In short, the Rijksmuseum is the principal national museum in Holland. It illustrates the art and history of Holland from the Middle Ages to the present. Number 4. Canal Cruise. If it is your first time visiting Amsterdam, a canal cruise is absolutely worth it. A canal cruise allows you to see the city from a different and unique perspective. As you glide along the historical canals, you will admire the stunning architecture of the city and learn interesting facts about Amsterdam's history. These operators often offer 1-hour tours that depart from Dumbraak near Amsterdam Central Station. There's also the harbor cruise, which takes in the IJ River and the port of Amsterdam. The best time of the day for your Amsterdam Canal Cruise is to take out a boat in the late afternoon into the warm summer's evening. Catch that beautiful golden hour as the sun cools off and watch the twinkling lights across the city and over the bridges turn on. It's an experience you can't miss. You can swim in the canals, but it's not safe. The Amsterdam canals used to be an open sea, but that was a long time ago. The water in the canals is now rather clean. The problem is that there is a lot of garbage in the canals, especially bikes. In short, the canals are one of the most notable characters of Amsterdam and make Amsterdam a mesmerizing city. Number 3. The Keukenhof Gardens. The Keukenhof Gardens are known over the world for their tulips. Each year, over 7 million flower bulbs are planted across the gardens, 32 acres, resulting in the stunning display of spring flowers. They are about 40 kilometers away from Amsterdam, and it takes about 40 minutes to drive. It is a convenient drive and ideal for a short road trip. You can also use the car to drive by the countryside of Poland Street. The Keukenhof has an average of 25.5 daily visitors and 4 peak days with 45 visitors a day. The best chance of having the most beautiful tulip fields is from mid-April to early May. Worth going every year for the Tulip Festival. Acres of gorgeous blossoms and beautiful landscapes, even ribbons of local color across the field. Number 2. Schans Windmills. The Schans is an open-air museum that is fun for all ages. Open year-round, it is a free outdoor park with a collection of historical windmills. While the Schans can be visited any time of the year, the majority of the windmills are open to visitors from April to October. In the Schans, among its wooden barns, houses, and museums, just 10 windmills are still in operation, grinding oils, spices, and colorings. One of these historical windmills is the cat, meaning the cat, which uses wind power to create pigments for paint. During the 17th century, more than 600 windmills were constructed in the area around the Schans, creating the first industrial zone. The windmills were used, among others, to grind spices, produce paint, saw wood, and make oil. Although Schans is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the Netherlands. Number 1. Gogh. It is a mostly car-free village in the northeastern Dutch province of Overijssel. It is known for its boat-filled waterways, footpaths, bicycle trails, and centuries-old thatched roof houses. It borders a section of the Weiden National Park, a marshy area once popular for peat and reed harvesting. Next to the park is a farm museum illustrating the region's history. If you're spending 2 or more weeks in a country, Gogh can be worth a visit. You could stop by for a few hours on your way to the northern part of the country. It's possible to do it as a day trip from Amsterdam. It is called Ad Venus of the North. The greatest time to visit Gogh is from July to September, when the weather is still comfortable enough for a boat ride. Gogh, with its many waterways and bridges, is well known as the Venus of the Netherlands. With this, we will conclude our video. See you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.